All right, folks, I'm going to get straight to the point with this one. I'm going to get straight to the point. I thank you guys for watching, but let's talk about Nintendo real quick. Nintendo, I watched their Nintendo Direct. I know I'm kind of late to it, but I watched the Nintendo Direct, and I sat back and I'm like, you know what? Even though I don't have a Switch, I watch other people enjoy having their Nintendo Switch and have fun. And I look at what Nintendo do. I've been watching this for years, decades. Y'all want to know something? Nintendo gets it. They get it. They lean on their nostalgia. They find new ways to bring that nostalgia to the forefront, and they continue to find ways of making it fresh and new. Even with some of the newer stuff that they're doing, it always has a touch of nostalgia or whatever they do. Because the games that they do that are new, it feels old school, if that makes sense. It feels like you're a kid again when you play some of their games, or when you see some of their games brought to the forefront. They get it. They get to where, look, we're going to keep this as simple as possible. We want you to have fun. We want you to live in a whimsical world where, you know, ideas and imagination continuously run wild, no matter what age you are. 5 to 75. They make it work for everybody. And I can't get mad at them. And for me, I don't have a Switch because I'm always looking at these games like, these games aren't for me. This is not for me. That is not for me. But you know what? The prototype of the Switch is the Wii U. I gotta be honest, I love the Wii U. I still love playing that console. I love playing those nostalgic games that are whimsical, that expand your imagination and have fun. I don't have a problem admitting that. Even though I play my PlayStation 5, I play my Xbox, I have all these consoles. I go play the Dreamcast, jump to the PS2, go to the NES. I play all these consoles. But when I do go play a Nintendo console, I feel that rush of nostalgia that just don't feel stale. The Wii U, like I said, the Wii U still has the virtual console. I still buy games off the virtual console and I have fun. The Switch, I'm still at odds at buying the Switch, and it's not like a bad thing. It's just that every time, I'm to the point now, when I want to get a Switch, it's like they're not available. When I don't have the money or don't have the time to buy a Switch, a store has one. Like the other day, I bought a few PlayStation 5 games. I didn't have them, I wasn't prepared to spend $300, but I just casually asked the guy, hey, you have a Nintendo Switch? Yeah, we got like 3 of them. Any other time, they don't have them. But that's another story for another day. I'm just saying, it's like, even when, I watch people play the Nintendo Switch, they just have that sense of enjoyment. And I don't care what anybody say, it's all laced, it's all intertwined with nostalgia. You look at the games that come out with, those games have a lot of elements of their old school games. And they do a phenomenal job of putting that together. I love what Nintendo does. I just feel like I just have not been able to pull the trigger on the Switch, but I'm getting to the point now that I'm probably just gonna buy a Switch Lite at the least. And you know what? And I think that's one thing that I am at odds with. That I'm like, you know what? I don't know why I'm so fixated on having a Switch that's docked. I just feel like at this point, I just need to go ahead and get one, light or regular or OLED or whatever they call it, and just have a good time. Because even if it's 5 years later, I still haven't got a Switch, I feel that I'm not going to miss much because the games that are there, I know I'm going to have fun with. But I commend Nintendo for doing what they do. I commend them because, like I said, they lean on their nostalgia. They do a very good job of doing it. Any game that comes out that's new, that's made by Nintendo, you always get that sense of, hey, that old school, you know, that retro side of Nintendo always shows itself, whether it be a DLC character or whether it be some type of NES or a Super Nintendo song that's laced with the game, or there's just some type of, you know, just some type of element that shows itself. So I commend Nintendo, and like I said, I'll wrap this up real quick because I'm about to go see my beautiful wife and my phenomenal son. Nintendo gets it right because they do a really good job at fan service. I have to give it up to them, and I've known this for a long time. But I just wanted to talk about it because every time I look around, the Nintendo Directs maybe not necessarily for for certain gamers. But, you know, I've been open-minded enough to understand, like, yo, I love this. I need to get this. But now I'm not like fighting myself like, oh, I need to buy one. I just can't find one available now. You know, that's the problem. But I love what Nintendo has done with their products for decades. Even the failed Wii U. I love what they've done because it still gives you that sense of being a kid. Like I said, no matter if you're 5 or 75, Nintendo makes games for everybody. And they do a phenomenal job. And I really love the fact that they did that. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, am I tripping? Am I rambling? I don't know what I'm talking about. Am I feeling the rush of nostalgia? I mean, I always do. I mean, I got damn near every console that's been out since '85. So I always get the nostalgia feeling. That's nothing new. But what do you think? Do you really believe that Nintendo does a good job of getting that, you know, that rush of nostalgia that everybody who watches or look at their, you know, Nintendo Directs or come out with a game? Or where you think they're just draconian and they need to catch up with the times with PlayStation 5 or Xbox? And let me know in the comment section, or, you know, if you like this, you know, hit the like button, share, subscribe. I'm out. I'm about to go to the house. Y'all take it easy. Peace.